Thanks for joining us on Plus TV Africa. My name is Felicity Ezewike. The trial involving the Senator Dino Melaye and two others was stalled as the senator failed to appear in court. His lawyer, Barrister Yemi Mohammed, who stood in for Mike Ozekome, told the trial magistrate, Suleiman Abdallah, that Senator Melaye was attacked in Gwagwalada on his way to court. However, the officer in charge of police prosecution, Theophilus Otame, told the court that the prosecuting counsel had an emergency yesterday which made it extremely difficult to appear in court. He asked for a longer adjournment to September 23rd, which the trial magistrate opposed. As he argued, it contravened administration of criminal justice law of Kogi State as amended. He adjourned until 9th August for commencement of trial. The Nigerian police have insisted that the President of the Senate, Dr. Bukola Saraki, still has a case to answer. In a statement by the force spokesman, Jimoh Moshood, the force said its attention has been drawn to publication on Premium Times by journalists saying there was no evidence that linked the Senate President and his state governor, Abdul Fattah Ahmed, to the robbery incident. Recall that Saraki was indicted by statements from 5 principal suspects of the Offa robbery. The statement reads, "It is in the course of further investigations into the case that a letter of invitation dated 23rd July 2018 was sent to the Senate President to appear on 24th of July at 8 a.m. before the investigation team at Intelligence Response Team Office." The force added that investigation was ongoing and that there is no political influence or consideration in the matter. The People's Democratic Party has raised an alarm over an alleged plot by the All Progressive Congress APC to impeach the Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose. In a statement by the National Publicity Secretary, Kola Ologbodiyan, the party warned that such move would attract dire consequences. They claimed that the ruling party was planning to use the security agencies to achieve the purported impeachment, which they describe as a recipe for a crisis in the peaceful state. The PDP claimed further that a detachment of police was deployed to besiege the Ekiti State Assembly complex on Wednesday night. Ahead of the September 22nd governorship election in Osun State, 7 aspirants of the People's Democratic Party have called on the party to drop Senator Ademola Adeleke as the party's flag bearer. In a joint press conference read by Senator Olasunkanmi Akinlabi, the aspirants allege that the candidacy of Senator Ademola Adeleke will further divide the PDP in Osun State. According to them, the PDP may not be able to secure the support of critical stakeholders in the state with Adeleke because of his unimpressive public conduct as a senator of the Federal Republic. The aspirants include Dr. Akin Ogunbiyi, Senator Olasunkanmi Akinlabi, Senator Felix Ogunwale, Professor Adeolu Durutoye, and Dr. Ayoade Adewopo. The other aspirants, Adejare Bello and Jide Adeniyi, were both absent at the press conference but supported the call. The Lagos State Emergency Management Agency has confirmed that 5 persons died as a boat capsized at a Bute terminal in Lagos. General Manager of Lastema, Adeshino Tiamiyi, said that the agency received a distress call at about 5:57 p.m. on Wednesday. Tiamiyi said that on arrival at the incident scene, it was observed that a 20-capacity passenger boat belonging to Blue Sea capsized mid-sea en route Ikorodu from Lagos Island. He said that the immediate cause of the boat mishap was yet unknown. Recovery efforts are still ongoing as at the time of this report. And while the third mainland bridge, which was built by Julius Berger Nigeria PLC and opened by President Ibrahim Babangida in 1990, will no longer be shut down for repairs this weekend. And this is according to the Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola. Our correspondent Mary Chinda takes a look at the situation around the bridge and files in this report.
This is the third mainland bridge in Nigeria's commercial capital, Lagos. The bridge had earlier, as announced by the Ministry for Power Works and Housing, been slated to be closed this weekend. However, the ministry has come up to say that it will no longer be temporarily shutting down the bridge up until next month, that is between August 24th to August 26th. The essence of shutting down the bridge is to ensure that the bridge is put in good condition for motorists. As you can see, motorists are actively using the bridge, and there's no sign at all that the bridge is going to be shut down. This is one bridge that serves a major importance for Lagosians, basically, especially those who live in the island and those who live in the mainland. Plus TV Africa will bring you all of the details when the investigative maintenance test starts off. I am Mary Chinda reporting for Plus TV Africa.
A total lunar eclipse lasting over an hour will be experienced in parts of Nigeria tomorrow. This was announced by the leader of Astronomy and Astrophysics Research Group of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, Professor Augustine Ubachukwu. While speaking to the news agency of Nigeria in Abuja, Ubachukwu said the eclipse will be visible from 9:30 p.m. until 11:20 p.m. and is set to be the longest in the century. According to him, the total lunar eclipse will be primarily visible from the world's eastern hemisphere, which are Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. He said unlike solar eclipse, lunar eclipses are safe to view without any eye protection or special precautions as they appear dimmer than the fuller moon. The next total lunar eclipse that would be visible in Nigeria will occur on January 21, 2019. Malians will head to the polls on Sunday to vote in a presidential election that observers say will test the stability of the country. As ethnic tensions and clashes continue across the country, especially in the north, there are doubts the elections will be held in some parts, but the West African country has a long history of relatively peaceful elections. On the 4th of July, the Constitutional Court validated 24 candidates to run in the July 29th presidential race, while 6 applications were rejected. Mali's incumbent president, Ibrahim Keita, who took office in 2013, and opposition front-runner, Soumali Cisse, are expected to be the 2 main candidates in a field that also includes former Prime Minister Mohamed Abdullahi, better known as Modibo Diarra. Some 400 migrants from sub-Saharan Africa entered Spain Thursday after storming a double barrier between Morocco and the Spanish territory of Ceuta, with some attacking security forces with quicklime, police said. The scramble over the barrier is the biggest in Ceuta since February 2017, when more than 850 migrants entered the overseas territory. According to the International Organization for Migration, this latest breaking comes as Spain becomes the #1 destination for migrants crossing the Mediterranean by boat, surpassing Italy with 19,586 migrant arrivals so far this year. A spokesman for the Guardia Civil Police Force in Ceuta told AFP the migrants managed to climb over the double barrier, which is covered in small blades, early on Thursday morning. When we return, we will bring you the latest development on the Pakistani elections, drop in Facebook shares, and much more. We'll be back. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg lost close to $16 billion on Thursday as the social media giant headed for the biggest one-day wipeout in U.S. stock market history. Facebook shares were down as much as 19.6% at $174.78 in early trading, a decline that would wipe out about $124 billion off the company's value. Facebook's second quarter results were the first sign that a new European privacy law and a string of privacy scandals involving Cambridge Analytica are hitting the company's business. Describing the announcements as bombshells, data analysts said the issue were to a large degree self-inflicted as Facebook sacrifices its core app monetization to drive usage. Some analysts have said Facebook's issues will not be easily resolved. Former cricketer Imran Khan has claimed victory in Pakistan's election amid accusations of vote rigging by rivals. In a television address, he said, and I quote, "We were successful and we were given a mandate," end of quote. His PTI party is still expected to fall short of an overall majority and to seek coalition partners. The 2018 election campaign has been marred by violence as a bomb explosion killed 31 people at a polling station on voting day. Iran's Quds Force chief Qasem Soleimani warned US President Donald Trump against war today, as he said it would destroy all that you possess. According to the website of Iran's Arabic language, A1 Alam TV, Soleimani said, and I quote, "You know that this war will destroy all that you possess. You will start this war, but we will be the ones to impose its end. Therefore, you have to be careful about insulting the Iranian people and the president of our republic," end of quote. He further warned, and I quote, "You know our power in the region and our capabilities in asymmetric war. We will act and we will work," end of quote. French President Emmanuel Macron has dismissed the scandal surrounding a top security aide who roughed up protesters as a storm in a teacup. As furious criticisms from his opponents showed no sign of abating, the former bodyguard in question, 26-year-old Alexandre Benalla, denounced what he said was a desire to get at the president over the scandal, the most damaging since Macron took office over a year ago. Benalla, who faces criminal charges after videos emerged of him manhandling May Day demonstrators in Paris while wearing a police helmet and armband, admitted, however, that he had made a mistake. Revelations that top officials in Macron's office knew about the incident but did not report to prosecutors have prompted accusations of an attempted cover-up, which the government denies. We'll bring you a business report after this break. Do stay with us. The federal government will work with Google and other technology companies in the country to ensure that Nigerians have improved access to the internet. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said this in Lagos on Thursday at Google for Nigeria event. According to him, this will enable Nigerians benefit fully from the great power the internet offers them as creators and co-creators.
At the Google for Nigeria event today, the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo in his keynote speech stated the need for internet in today's Nigeria while affirming the contributions towards modern-day form of education.
It's impossible. We must use the internet and even mobile telephone. We must connect our young people to knowledge and to innovation all over the world. It will be impossible to use classrooms alone to train the numbers that we're dealing with today. Just to give an example, when we started the Empower program, that's the graduate employment program that we have, in order to access 200,000 people in the first phase and 300,000 in the next phase, of course we couldn't hold live interviews for people. We couldn't congregate that number in any halls anywhere. So we had to use the internet. We had to develop a platform which enabled people to apply.
As Google marks its 10 years of operation in Africa, it's once again introduced new product features in the country, one of which is the Google Station.
Live in 5 locations in Lagos, and we have done. These locations include the MMA2 Domestic Airport Terminal, Landmark Event Center right here, Ikeja Mall, the Palms Mall, and the Computer Village.
The Vice President also expressed the need to bring this same development to business places for a wider benefit.
That we want local station or key station in the markets, in the marketplace. This is absolutely important because that is where the largest numbers of people gather. So starting with Computer Village, that's just great. But we are looking forward to access the internet practically in every large market space.
With over 45 million internet users in Nigeria and about 5 million Nigerians coming online for the first time in 2017, the need for internet connectivity, accessibility, and wider coverage remains essential. For Plus TV Africa, Amaka Okoye.
The Nigerian Stock Exchange this week inducted 20 new authorized dealing clerks during the welcome address by the Chief Executive Officer, Oscar Oyema. He congratulated the new inductees while reminding them of the importance of professionalism, integrity, transparency, and reliability. While addressing the new inductees, he said, "Let me be clear that we have zero tolerance policy on all infractions, and I'm confident that I will not get a negative report concerning any of you." He also said the induction is a testament to their years of dedication and hard work and also marks the beginning of a new journey as authorized dealing clerks of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The Information Security Forum was held at the Nigerian Stock Exchange on Wednesday, themed Social Engineering, the Neglected Human Factor. Correspondent Irene Ubani files in this report.
The Nigerian Capital Market held its forum on information security while enlightening corporate organizations on how to fight against cybercrime and also educate their staff on how to go about this.
There are some class of people, their major concern in life is to hack every available thing. Except something has not existed, will they not make attempt to hack it? The bottom line here is this. Cyber intrusions normally and will necessarily create significant risks to operational performance of market operators, not just market operators, to regulators as well, and indeed to the entire market.
Speaking on social engineering and the need to educate staff of companies on cybersecurity was Favour Femi Oyewole, Chief Information Security Officer at the Nigerian Stock Exchange.
Most hacks that we see these days has its roots in social engineering attacks because human beings are involved. And you can't rely, technology will not operate itself. You still need human beings. No matter how much you invested in technology, somebody still has to operate it. So we have to put emphasis to ensure that we have an employee, the workforce, that understand the basic security, understand the basic ethics of cybersecurity and information security, and they're not going to be the weakest link that breaks the chain.
Go to the wash and basin, put a flash drive, a simple flash, attractive looking 16 gig or 32 gig flash drive, drop it by the wash and basin and walk out. On that wash and basin, I've installed backdoors, I've installed Trojans, I've installed keyloggers, I've installed password harvesters. All I need you to do is pick it up. Of course, we are greedy, you see something like that, you want to pick it up. All I need you to do is pick it up and plug it into your laptop or your desktop and have access into your infrastructure, irrespective of the amount of investment, millions of dollars you might have made securing your perimeter and trying to protect yourself. Once I have access to one system, I can easily escalate and gain access to everything.
After discussion sessions, it was made clear by one of the panelists that it is as important to build your company's staff firewall as it is to build the company's technology firewall. Irene Ubani, reporting for Plus TV Africa.
On the activities of the Nigerian Stock Exchange today, our business correspondent again, Irene Ubani, brings us up to date on all the trades and deals that took place.
Equities trading on the Nigerian Stock Exchange closed on an upward trend as the all-share index rose by 0.22% to close at 36,427.22. Top gainers were Nestle, which gained 51 naira, rising by 3.52%, and CCNN gained 2 naira 30 kobo, an 8.78% rise. Top decliners were International Breweries, which declined by 2 naira, a 5.33% decline, and Flour Mill, 1 naira 50 kobo. Leading the list of top trades with a volume of 30,288,679 was Zenith Bank. Sector indices were also on a rise as NSE 30 gained 0.34%, amongst others. Equity capitalization closed at 13.195 trillion naira, and the total number of deals was 3,595. Ira Nubani, reporting for Plus TV Africa.
Still ahead on Plus TV News is a roundup on entertainment and sports. Stay with us.
And in entertainment, Nigerian rapper M.I. has revealed via Twitter that he will be releasing his long-awaited fourth studio album, he titled Young Denzel. According to the rapper, Kanye West stole his idea of releasing 3 albums in 1 month. He said he got complacent after the release. He said the hip-hop convo for the year is closed, advising other rappers who had plans of releasing albums this year to wait till next year. The rapper has previously announced the release of the album 3 times. He first spoke about this album in 2016, but maintains the album will be released this time in August. Popular Nollywood actor Jim Iyke is the latest in a line of celebrities who have launched apps in the country by releasing an app called Oga Work, which provides users the opportunity to locate anyone who can render any kind of service within their neighborhood in any part of the country. Reports say the app is specifically designed for artisans passionate about their crafts and have no space or store to sell their wares and crave for their products and services to get to the end user. According to Iyke, the idea is to tackle the issue of unemployment in the country. American rapper Meek Mill is working to reform the criminal justice system since his release from jail in April. The 31-year-old rapper is working with the co-owner 76ers Michael Rubin to launch a foundation to help the system reform. In May, the rapper gave a speech at the Innocence Project Gala, which was an organization that seeks to pardon the wrongly convicted. And that's it on entertainment. The very best in sports right after this.
And in sports, Chelsea have told AC Milan they will have to pay up to £62 million for Alvaro Morata after initial negotiations got underway on Wednesday. It is understood Milan's new sporting director Leonardo had a series of phone conversations about a potential transfer, with the player reportedly keen on a return to Italy, where he impressed for Juventus in the Champions League. The two clubs remain poles apart on their evaluations of the player, though prompting Milan to retain their interest in bringing Gonzalo Higuain and Radmel Falcao to the San Siro. And that's our roundup of events. We'll be back later with more stories making the headlines. To join us again, my name is Felicity Edzewike. Have a great day.